So this is today's walk from Eyam up over onto Eyam Moor, the stone circles on the Barrow, back along Sir William Hill Road, down to Bretton, and then back along Eyam Edge into Eyam via the Plague Stone. So I'm just going to take you through a very quick 3D view of the walk, to explain where it goes and all that sort of good stuff. So here we go. Starting in Eyam, we go up the hill straight from the car park, wind away for a nice wooded area, right to the top where we meet the road. We take a right there and then take a left across the fields past Lady Wash Mine and the big mobile mast. We then come onto Sir William Hill Road at the junction there. We cross straight over that, and now we head out across the open moorland. Some quite nice views off the edge there, and then we drop down all the way till we meet the wall at the bottom, and then we come along the bottom and then back up the next wall. So from there we start to climb again. Some good views across to the left there, and then this is really a bit of a rough cut across across the old moorland there. You can get lost if you're not too careful. And then we drop down to here where the stone circle is and the Barrow, and then we cut back across the moor. There's actually a footpath straight from the Barrow, so you could probably avoid that. Back onto Sir William Hill Road once we've crossed the moor. So again, crossing the moorland here, it's all quite tough going. But there is a path there, as you can see. Then across Sir William Hill Road we go. We continue to follow that when we catch up. I'm not sure what's going off here. There we are. To the Trig point, we've just gone past there. Then we drop down towards Bretton. Take a right here, and that drops us down to the middle of Bretton village. And the Bull's Head pub would come out right next to that. So on a nice sunny day, that'd be really good for a pint. And then we come out of Bretton down to the road. There's a pub there, and then we take a right, and then we drop down to this sort of large sort of building site is the best way I can discuss it. The pub takes you around the edge of there. Then we go along the bottom of Eyam Edge there, up into the woodland, and back on to meet the road at the top. We follow that for a short period until we come back to where we came in the first place and climbed up, but we take a right there, drop down through Jumber Brook, down through there into that field there where the Plague Stone is, back into Eyam and back to the car park. So that's in a nutshell the route. Nice little route that. I'll show you in a minute how long it took. Hopefully. Normally does. It's just going to pull back and just show you the route in its completeness, as you can see there. So nice little route for an afternoon walk. Quite a bit of elevation, 1480 feet. I actually got it out, so you climb quite a bit there. So 13 kilometres, so about 8 miles it was. It's 3 hours 55 minutes. It's not bad. I think it took me about that, and 451 metres of ascent, which is about your 1480 feet. So, you know, all in all, a really nice walk. Highly recommended. Right guys, today we're in the plague town of Eyam, or plague village. So I'll tell you all about that on the way up. We're headed up onto Eyam Moor to look at barrows, stone circles, Bag and Ethel while we're up there. Okay, so we'll see you shortly. That's the village of Eyam, and we're heading up here to the top. So Eyam's known as the plague village. In 1665 a plague came here. Came through a bit of delivery to a local tailor. Damp cloth, he heated it up, the fleas got out and away it went. Thing is, the village were quite self-sacrificing really, because they isolated themselves. So later on the walk we're going to see a plague stone where they used to meet or drop off food and money and exchange with other villagers without actually meeting them, which apparently saved a lot of the villagers in the area getting a plague. So quite a famous story. I'll find out a bit more about it, put something up in the links and maybe a bit on the screen. But I'll crack on now. About 4.5 hours, 8 mile walk, just over 1480 feet of ascent I think. So it's going to be quite a good walk. So I'll see you when we get some more interesting stuff on the way up. There we go.
this footpath going across here, part of the White to Dark Peak Trail. It's like the walking magazine, something to do with that. It goes off down there. Once I'm a bit fitter, I will be doing some, hopefully, multi-day hikes. But first of all, I need to get up to a decent 18-20 mile walks first is my first plan. To the EDL skyline and a few other walks like that. So, road's just up here, we're going on there, turn right and left across the moor. Bit of road walking. I'm not too keen on roads, try not to use them unless I have to, but there's no real of a route across there, so that's the first part of the walk done, which is quite a steep climb. I'll let you know how much it was. At least 400 or 500 foot, I think. Anyway, some nice houses around here. We're off down here left, past the disused mine and Bowl Hill Reservoir, over to Sir William Hill Road, not the Bookies, and then we're on here more properly, and then we'll just head over towards these cairns and the Bronze Age stone circle, so really looking forward to that. Hi guys, I don't know if you can see that in the distance, but I'll put a video up just to sort of show you, but I think that there, if you can see that, it's Higator, and then there's Alator, that might be Higator in the background there. I'll put up a detailed video. Oh, that's a Longshore estate. It's quite a good walk, I've done that before. And then you come round to over there, I think is the Fox House as they call it, and up over the other side of there, Sheffield. So I'll put a more detailed video. It won't be fantastic, it's a bit hazy and grey today, but some cracking views up here. We're just going past this mine now, and then heading up over Eyam Moor. Just popped over the stile. First one of the fucking day. Dog shit bag. An empty one. I'll pick that up and take it back with me. We're heading off across the moor now. My favourite sort of walking. Up there you can see the Trig point in the distance. We're coming back up to that. Up this road. Sir William Hill Road. Not sure what that is. Old cart track. Some of these roads are military roads, but I'll see if I can do a bit of digging on that as usual. Do like to find my history out. We're going to head off here now to the far edge of the moor, come in a loop back round there to the stone circle, and then back up Sir William Hill Road to the Trig point. So lovely and quiet, away from the masses. Castleton today was heaving. It's half term now for the next couple of weeks of various schools, so it's all getting a bit chaotic, so I tend to steer clear now. Yeah, a bit of a gap in between now and Easter, which again, get out on some of the more popular routes, maybe even try and get out in the week if I can. Although I do struggle out, I do work like a Monday to Friday, so I'll have to see what we can do there. Potentially might be doing a bit of a collaboration with an Instagram. I can't say too much, but a guy contacted me, similar interests, you know, history, Vikings, walking, so we might do a bit of a collaboration in the next few weeks. It'll be cool. Probably thinking of going up over Durban to Edge Lost Lad. So all going off, all going off. I had a bit of a video go a bit mental the other day. I don't know if you saw it. It's on my Facebook page, I think. So go and click on that. I'll put a link in again. Go and follow me on there if you want to. One of the old off my countryside code video, the old Petunia and Joe, if you remember it, you're old enough. That's just gone absolutely crazy now. I think it's like 4,000 or 5,000. Before somebody shared it, it was down at about 50, so it just goes to show you, doesn't it, how social media works. So anyway, less of that. More walking, less talking. I'll catch up with you when we get to the far edge. So we might get some cracking views there. And then obviously the bit I'm really looking forward to, the stone circle. Okay, catch you in a bit. Wow, some cracking views over here now. I think that might be Win Hill over there. I think I can see the Great Ridge in the distance. Kinder Scout looming, and then you've got Bamford Edge, Stanage Edge, Tor, I think it is. What I'll do, I'll get the tripod out and just do a bit of a 180 using the using my better camera. There we go. And looking out over there, quite interesting low there. And looking up towards Stanage Edge in the distance. Bamford Edge is just here. I think that's Tor, so I was wrong over Higgertor's a bit further over to the left, and then we're heading up back over this footpath, up over Eyam Moor, find these stone circles. Maybe go and carry out a sacrifice. Who knows? Then up to the Trig point where, for today's lunch, pork pie topped with cheese and Branston pickle. Advise you, if you're ever in Castleton, go to the Peak Bakery, mate. It's my nemesis. I really have to try and keep out of that. I treat myself at a weekend now. Try and be good. When I moved here in May last year, I put about 2 stone on. Combination of beer, bacon and egg cobs, pastries, pork pies, sausage rolls, Scotch eggs, you name it. Everything that's good to eat, not so good for you. So, back on track now. My aim is to do 90 days without a drink. I've been having a reunion with a few old schoolmates, and after about 3 pints I'll be pissed as a fart. That'll save me a few quid if nothing else. Anyway, heading up over the moor now, towards the stone circles. A great name for that low there, it's called High Low. Anyway, makes you laugh. So farms at the bottom of it, and I think that's Bowl Hill over there as well. So we're, as I said previously, head up this path, then we take a bit of a left, across the moor, no footpath really, it's all open access. Across the moor, past a load of cairns, that should be interesting walking, and then to the stone circle and back round. seek and ye shall find. Should mark these on maps really. We're heading off over that way now, down to the stone circle. I thought that was a bird of prey in the distance, bloody fence post. So yeah, we're going to head through here now. Bit of a tight squeeze with a pack on. Can I have a bit of a tight squeeze without a pack on, mate? But we got through. There's a bit of a track here, keeper's track or something. This is the middle, look, stones there around the edge. This is the stone circle. Bronze Age, Neolithic. So anywhere between 3200 BC to 1200 BC. It's slightly off where it was marked on the map, but you can definitely see it there around the edges. I'll take a video on the old better camera as well. So, also here is Eyam Moor Barrow. I'm assuming that's what's left of it. There's also another barrow over there in the distance. And we're going to head back up there. We've come just over the top there. Again, we seem to have good views of these places. That's really cool. The barrow as well as a stone circle. Clearly quite an important place. Cracking views as always, like I mentioned. We're heading off up here now into the distance, following the path that'll take us back up onto Sir William Hill Road, Trig Point, then heading towards Eyam, and we're going to go through Bretton. I think there's quite good views there from the pub, so we'll see what happens there. Just to walk back for the stone circle. As you can see, there's one of the major stones, and then walk back through the middle here to the centre. And I bet that if you probably measured this centre stone here, it's bang in the middle. Cool, isn't it? We're heading off there, not stalking that person, but we're head up following the path up there. Get onto the main drag. Again, look at these stones here. See, it fell over. Been here thousands of years. Just amazing, isn't it? Anyway, let's crack on. That's perfectly straight, isn't it? Sir William Hill Road. Keep wanting to say Sir Frank Whittle. That comes from my time and working with Rolls Royce, I think. But yeah, straight as a die that. I will check if there's any sort of Roman history to it, because it's so straight. It smacks of either an old military road or a Roman road. I'll have a bit of digging. Up to the Trig Point. There we'll have some water, a cup of coffee and a pork pie. So, lovely avenue of trees here on the edge of this wall. So, oh, pardon me, must be hungry. So, catch you at the top there. There we are, Sir William Hill. Lovely, stunning views. Mamtor in a very far distance. Great Ridge, Bamford Edge, Winhill, Stanage Edge, Owl Tor, over to Kerbar, Froggatt. It'd be stunning on a sunny day. Bit hazy today. Back towards Eyam, and back where we're going down there. I'll do one on the with a camera whilst there's no one here, and then I'm going to grab a bite to eat. That's what it's all about. Cup of coffee, cheese and Branson Dr. Pork pie, and the fantastic view. Not a soul to be seen. That's why I come out. Good for the mind, good for the body. And yeah, all on my doorstep, luckily. Anyway, if you've got any ideas where you might want me to do a walk or any topics, let me know. Thinking of doing at some point in the next few weeks, Derwent Edge, before that gets too busy. It's getting up towards Easter, so wait till half term's out of the way. Yeah, so let me know and catch up with you when we're back on the walk going down towards Bretton. There's an old well or something on the map. Gonna go have a quick look at that. Drop down to Bretton. You get some nice views from the pub there. Can't remember what it's called now. The Barrel, I think. And then we're going to head down through Eyam, past the Plaguestone, back to the car park. But in the meantime, I'm getting stuck into that bad boy. Glider there, flying out from lost it. Oh, there it is. Glider there, flying out a little or Great Hucklow Gliding Club. Doing a loop. Cool. Look at that. It's almost like it's just hovering. Cool. Apparently the well's down there somewhere. You can bugger that today, mate. Probably get there and find out. It's nothing to shout about. They're mile up, but we'll keep going. Looks like a nice deep dale or something down there. That could be a good walk. I'll check that out. It's not all about hills. Woodlands and dales can be. Bathco Dale's a good one, but that gets very busy. Anyway, and Dovedale and the like. I've done those in the past, but they're just so busy these days. It's not really what floats my boat. There you go. I like to be on my own. I find it quite almost meditative. A bit like when I ride my bike, my motorcycle, not a bike. It is a bike, but people think, oh, a bicycle. The only type of two-wheeled machine is one with a bloody great engine in it. So I'll probably do some videos on that actually when I start to get out and about on it in the next month or so. I'll get the old helmet cam on, have a chug around there, Snake Pass and those sort of roads. That'll be quite good fun. Yeah, all you'll hear is the roar of the bike though, so we'll have to do a voiceover on that. Anyway, we're not far off Bretton now, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, the snowdrops are definitely out in this wood. If you can see them all there. A carpet of them. I heard a woodpecker somewhere near as well, but it's gone quiet now. Nearly there. We're in Bretton now as it is, sort of down to the road. So I'm going to get my camera out because there's quite a lot of birds around. So it's caught a picture of a pheasant, but I can hear goldfinches, chaffinches and the like. So I'm going to do a bit of photography, I think. Place is full of robins. They can be quite vicious, you know. Robins, very territorial, and they'll battle to the death. So yeah, you think, oh, a nice cute little robin, bloodthirsty little buggers. They were just full of them. I've got a couple of pictures of one giving out a mating call in a gorse bush. So we'll see how that comes out. I think this is the pub to the left of me. But yeah, some stunning views there. You can imagine sat there in summer. Some cracking views. One for the list. Be a busy site, but they rerouted the footpath around the edge so you don't get run over by anything. So I'm going to follow it around here. It's like something out of a horror movie. Little house there and it's cops. It's got windows in it and everything. Looks like it's just been done up. I think this is the way the footpath goes up here. Yes. See a yellow marker over there. That's cool, isn't it? I wonder what that's for. Bodies. The grill there. Very interesting. Right, we're headed up here now. Bit of a climb up through the woods onto the road. Cool structure there. Kids' den. Wild campers. I was making dens when I was a kid. Good to see. Whew. Up here to the road. But I'm hoping it's down after that. So we crossed onto the path we came up on and then we've just veered off to the right. I think I showed you that once saying it was part of the White Peak to Dark Beat trail. So we're going to follow this down Brook to the Plague Stone. And then back into the division to the car. Then I'll do a quick wrap up. Big rambling group behind me. I saw them earlier, having to drop a couple of people off because I think one of them wasn't doing too well. But yeah, we're following the path down here. Should follow the rough line of that brook, Amber Brook, I think it's called. And then yeah, I'll catch up at the Plague Stone. A cool path here through some lovely woodland. Got nest boxes up everywhere as well, which is good. So they'll be soon getting full of different birds and the like. I'm still going on this owl hunt at some time. Now there's a barn owl where I live, Yeah, so we're going to head down here to the Plague Stone. What I'll also do at the same point, I used to live in Wild Boar Clough, and there was a plague cross over at Langley where the people would come out in a similar way they used to at the Plague Stone, drop the goods off or exchange goods, leaving there. The other people would leave the money and pick them up. I caught a really good photo with a moon just over the top of the cross, so I'll dig that out, stick that on just so you can see it, and obviously we'll be at the Plague Stone shortly. So this is Highcliffe Mine. There's a very interesting notice there. I'll just get that in, take a picture of it. It's a lead mine. Started in 1715 by the looks of it. So yeah, I'll take a picture of that and stick that on the video for you. So there we are. That's a Plague Stone. Now there is one. This isn't the one, so I think there's another one on the other side. I'll see if we can get time to go to that. It's got like small holes in it. So what the idea of these was, to stop the plague spreading, they would basically, villagers would come out here, leave their money in these little holes full of vinegar, because the belief was vinegar would kill the plague. Then from places like Stony Middleton, they'd bring the goods and drop them here, never meeting obviously, and they would just exchange these stones. There's one here and one on the other side of the village, so they're like on the boundary of the village, and that's how they managed to stop the plague spreading. So there was some logic there, a bit of a buffer zone, but even the vinegar and the holes makes some sort of sense. So they would leave stuff on here and yeah, swap without actually meeting each other. So really cool that. We're going to head off into the village. I'll have a look on the map and see if I can find the other Plague Stone. Yeah, but I haven't got time to get to that now really. But what I'll do, I'll find an image of the other one, a similar sort of thing, but with these holes in. That one didn't seem to have them unless they'd been eroded away. So we're going to head off now into the village, back to the car. I might do a bit of filming in the village. If not, I will see you back at the car and do a quick wrap up before my battery runs out. Some interesting troughs here. With a sign here about them. Hall Hill Troughs, because of the nearby Bradshaw Hall. So here's a troughs established in 1558, providing water for domestic as well as agricultural use. Interesting that. When I read that, you can pause that there. 350 years that's been used. Amazing, isn't it? Anyway, car park's just here. Let's go and see if the old range is still there. A gangstermobile, as I like to call it. Although the rims are buggered now. Living around here. An old tower over there. I'll take a picture of that. Only fucker left. See, some people have got no commitment. It's chicken and tyres. The back one's got a bit of a slow puncture on it, but yeah, it looks alright. These are clean. Right. Well, that was a cracking walk up over from Eyam, up over to Eyam Moor, over to the stones and the circle, stone circle there, and then we came back over Sir William Hill, back down through Bretton, past the Barrel Pub, then across to Eyam, past the Plague Stone, back here. 8 miles, about 1480 foot ascent. I'll do the usual, I put the little 3D video up showing you it, with the profile and everything else on it so you can see. But it's not a bad little walk for an afternoon that. Enjoyed that, bit of history. Weather's held out, been a bit grey, so not too great for photographs, but we've got a few. So I'll catch you on the next one. I've got a bit of a graffiti on there. Little fuckers. Mind you, if I'd have been doing that as a kid, it'd have been far worse. Anyway, on that note, we'll see you on the next walk.